All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And I'm here to show, I don't know, he's been calling me to do this before I have to. There's going to be a couple videos that are going to be added into this channel message. If you see my cat, he's just giving you the hi. There's 4 decks that he wanted me to talk about something. It's something about dealing with some type of like you'd be tempted to do something that you later are going to regret. Okay, for some of y'all, maybe going against your morals or values, or trying to do something that you're they don't want this message out for sure. That my screen never does that. It just went blocked. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, but it's in reverse. There's something like they don't want you guys to experience joy. I saw this the other day about healing, like having fun is healing. And even when you're going through stuff, they really don't want this out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Why they don't want you guys to experience? It's like the fucking demonic IOF and the Israel, like they didn't want people to celebrate during that time. Remember when there was a hostages exchange? They didn't want them to be happy that they've been released from prison for years and their fucking torture dungeon concentration camps, right? Fucking psychos. The age of life, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So a lot of you have multiple lifetimes that you've been doing this. A lot of you, this is kind of like we're repeating the cycle, but a lot of us, you're breaking karmic cycle, generational cycles, okay? Birthing a new age, a new earth, a new system, okay? Birthing new creation, dreaming of a new world into being. So I feel like it's like a lot of you letting go of the fear of change. You're not letting the system, the corrupt system that just wants to bring you down, right? Yeah, wait, postpone, pause, say no, right? Like it's something about for a lot of you, if there's something that you need to like wait until you get further confirmation. Okay, so what's the shadow work on this? But definitely is something that at the bottom of the day says wait, postpone, pause, say no. It's something about like you not staying, like a lot of you is like you need to expose, you need to talk, you need to educate, you need to share, but they don't want you to go do that. Fight with it, fight with the fear, fight with the doubt. Okay, so what's the shadow? Yeah, emotional release. You need to release. This is the point. They want you to suppress and have all this traumatic energy and stuff like that. A lot of you guys need to transmute and learn how to transmute and alchemize evil and turn it into love, into action, into change. By the way, a lot of us, we have reached the 3.5 population where usually nights change and stuff like that. We already reached it last year. Okay, and it's getting higher. So a lot of you do this. Okay, if you're feeling some type of way, you're feeling hopeless and stuff like that, go protest. Being together with other people, it can be, and also that too is something about your light, like they're trying to dim your light. Okay, that light, that truth, that integrity. Okay, something that they don't have. Okay, these people lack a lot of integrity and empathy. Okay, caring about other people, and not only Palestine, Sudan, and Congo, and everywhere else that they're suffering right now, is our duty. Okay, we need to do this. Okay, letting go creates space for new beginning, catharsis, purification. So a lot of you, it's like you're purifying, or you're purifying your communities or something like that. When you speak up, you're validating those people who are dealing with some stuff or stuff. And other than that, do it for those people who are like you, like who are educators, teachers, and advocates, humanitarians. Okay, you are also letting them know that they're not alone, that they're not experiencing this alone. Okay, go check out my Telegram. There's a lot of shit, and yes, trigger warning because it's intense, but either way, we are bear witness of genocide. Go read my blog, my new blog that I just posted. It's on Medium, and also if you don't have Medium, I have right in my website, right? OCF. Find wholeness. Okay, bring together fragments that complete you, acceptance, inner peace. So a lot of you is like you need to get back all those fragments, all those pieces that have been shattered, right? A lot of us, we feel broken into a million pieces, and now we have to gather it all together. Cry if you need to, go for a walk, go talk to someone. Okay, this is not easy, and remember, the enemy is doing this on purpose. They're doing this on purpose. Yes, we're seeing all this atrocity, this evil, horrific stuff that they're doing, and yes, Palestinians are exposing us for us to bear witness, to see what they're doing. Because if it wasn't because of them exposing them, we would have known. And trust me, the colonizers and oligarchs who can't afford these fucking bombs, they don't want you guys to know, or they don't want you guys to be educated. And that's what they're doing. They're threatened by education. They're threatened by you guys not being ignorant, because when you're not ignorant, you're not easily to control. They want to control and continue manipulating, because this system cannot survive without capitalism, cannot survive with poverty and homelessness, okay? And slavery, obviously. Says, battle within. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict resolution. Okay, a lot of you, that's the shadow work that you need to be working on. Okay, shame and guilt. They want you guys to stay in this energy so they don't feel any shame and guilt. You know, there's like the projection to other people. Also, the reducing of the amount of people that they're killing since 2 years ago. It's intentional. Okay, pay attention to that. Don't confuse it, and it's good. Bisan says this. It's not 60,000, it's 600,000. And it's still increasing since they started on March 18, 2025. Okay, it says, feel them without judgment. Okay, feel those feelings. Okay, mistakes do not define your worth, compassion, and acceptance. Those things, they don't want you guys to have that. We are accepting, we have compassion, and we take action. And we're in that energy, or we're not repeating this again. Okay, shadow alchemy. Exactly. A lot of us, this is our work right now. This is decolonizations. This is anti-racism. This is anti-Zionist. This is anti-capitalism. This is socialism. This is community building. This is mutual aid. Okay, turn shadow into gold by shifting your awareness, empowerment, rebirth. Okay, so this is their biggest fear, that they don't want you guys to focus on. You need to focus on that. Okay, I've never had to do this that many times. Like, they really, it's like they trying to dim your light. Yeah, create obstacles and challenges. Okay, and even through the challenges, fight could be change. Change is good. Okay, don't be afraid of change. Yes, and awareness. Exactly. Through the obstacles and challenges, as long as you're aware, this is liberation. This is collective liberation. Make sure that you're doing it to other people. Once you're free, you're feeling you want to go. Exactly. It's like your heart chakra opens up. Okay, let it open. Okay, that's what we need. Lack of empathy does not work. Okay, for us or anybody in the world. If we want to build equity, we want to build a different world. Love. We have to, when we fill up our own cup, we have to pour it to other people. That's what I'm saying. I cannot come here without talking to God, without praying, meditating, taking a nice shower, because all those things is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? All the people don't have that, which is why we do the best we can, the time that we have, and we do what we can. Share your talents, your knowledge, your education, okay? Exactly. And that's it. You grow and you help other people grow, okay? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So that's what a lot of you already expanding. God is giving you that gift. Go do that to other people. This is where the content creators that I'm going to show here, it's going to be here. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And we're not stopping. They're not stopping, then we're not stopping. Right? They don't sleep. We don't sleep. Surrender. A lot of us, we have to surrender control, right? Or some of us is that I can release my need to control. Exactly. A lot of us, we don't have control over nothing. All we have to do is be obedient. Okay? Yeah. Take a big bite out of my life. Something about your mouth. There's something like they're trying to acquire. Exactly. Something about your teeth or a teeth. Ceremony. Okay. Honor how far you've come. Yes. And even the Palestinians, that they're literally being displaced all over again. I don't know how many times they've been displaced and going through bombs and all that stuff. Like a lot of you, we need a whole coalition, okay? It's for real. This is what they're waiting for. Doubt, right? They want you to doubt that you are abundant, that you have everything. They're the one taking from a lot of y'all. And that's what I'm saying. Boycott. They're worried about the boycotts. Continue doing that, because it is. Exactly. They're thinking that, you know, being in that lonely energy, that you're not able to do this alone. And be grateful, because a lot of you, you're not alone in this, okay? Yeah, drop into the deep end of your soul. A lot of you, you have done this multiple times, okay?
It's so sick and twisted how colonization and capitalism have wiped our collective memory. Because what do you mean homelessness wasn't even a thing until the 1600s? What do you mean the origins of homelessness can be traced back to colonial America? And the best that Western leftists can do is just argue that we need affordable housing. No, you shouldn't be paying for shelter. Because we weren't doing that for years. Until this fuck-ass country was created. Like, the solutions aren't even like solutions. They're band-aids on gash wounds. Like, the jugular has been split open and everyone's just like, just put some ice on it. It genuinely makes me so mad because it's like, you think we were doing that for thousands of years? The indigenous peoples of this continent, of the Americas, Africa, Australia. Like, do you think that our ancestors were paying some random bozo that has nothing to do with them every single month just to have a roof over their head? That shit is an export. Feudalism, landlords, like, that is a colonial export. We were not doing that since the beginning of time. If you needed a place to live, you would build a house and you would live there until you didn't. And it blows me because it's like, even if you suggest, hey, no one should pay for housing because we all needed to live, people look at you like you are crazy. Like, people will fight you on that. Okay, cool, affordable housing, but that's not gonna stop the upward tick of capitalism because there's no end goal. It's just continuous extraction and exploitation and making money until infinity, until we're all dead. So let's skip all that, get back to how we were living, and maybe take care of the collective. No, people will literally look at you like you're insane. This is why decolonization is the true path towards liberation, because this collective memory wipe prevents so many people from actually genuinely fighting for a completely free world. It convinces the collective that the best we can all fight for is scraps, reform, instead of getting to the root and the heart of all of these issues and destroying and dismantling all of it. Even without all this historical context, if you just simply say no one should be on the street, no one should have the power to put anyone on the street because we all need housing to survive, there will be somebody being like, actually, regardless if they're a landlord or not, because they believe in capitalism, because they have class aspirations, they believe in settler colonization, can do backflips for them, or will eventually one day. And for that, they're fighting for everyone to struggle. Like, you want to struggle. Like, what? Like, for the folks that are like, oh, we just need $300, $400 rent. Again, I understand that sentiment, but even when rent was $400 or $300, people were still homeless. People still were on the street back then. And that alone is why no one should pay for shelter. No one should pay for housing. That's the crazy answer. No one should pay for housing because we all needed to survive. But we can't have that because capitalism requires poverty to function and for people to struggle. So it can hold that over your head and be like, see, you must work unless you want to be like them. Poor people gotta exist for capitalism to keep going. And instead of everyone being like, okay, let's stop that. Let's not pay for housing. Let's not have rent. Let's get rid of landlords because that shit was not even a thing anywhere else besides Europe. You're the crazy bitch. You're the weirdo. Okay.
Still 350 healthcare workers imprisoned in Israel. Israel bemoans their own hostages, but they don't give a hoot about the 10,000 prisoners that they took. We call them prisoners on this side of the border. They're hostages on the other side. But they're the same. They're all absconded without committing any crimes. I have an orthopedic surgeon colleague here who was taken out of the operating room. His fingers were crushed. They showed him a picture of his wife from a spy, not from a magazine or an old photo, and it had a metadata and said it was taken the day before, up close, and said, we're going to bring her here in front of you and we're going to gang rape her in front of you if you don't admit that you're Hamas, or we'll keep breaking your fingers. He still didn't admit he was Hamas, and they said, well, then we're going to send a drone through your bedroom window and incinerate your children, and he still wouldn't admit he was Hamas. They beat him every time he asked to speak to a lawyer, and beat him twice as hard after he spoke to his lawyer. And he spent 11 months in prison, having probes inserted up his rectum by female IDS members who said the probe was soaked in pork blood. It's not an isolated event.
The torture that Dr. Perlmutter describes, it is commonly how Israeli soldiers treat Palestinian hostages in Israel. Second of all, it is funded and fueled by our tax dollars. There is report after report after report by institutions like Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, even Bet Salem, which is an Israeli human rights group. Bet Salem's report is called Welcome to Hell. There are over 22 million people working in healthcare in the United States. If we all demanded that this stop, flooded town halls, climbed up on soapboxes and in front of microphones, this would not be able to continue. Speak up. That is how we can stop this together. Silence in this situation is doing unimaginable amount of harm. No one is asking you to go to Gaza like these other doctors and risk your life. We are asking you to take a risk. We have to all speak up together. The alternative is living in a world where you choose your own comfort over speaking up for children who are being murdered. There is no job, institution, anything that is worth staying silent while innocent people are murdered with your money. 22 million people. That is a lot of Americans.
يا حبيبي يا حبيبي حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل يا حبيب ستك يا ايش يا احمد؟
What the hell are we doing? Honestly, what the hell are we doing as a country? This woman is being abducted, kidnapped, because she wrote about divesting from Israel. If this was anywhere else in the world, we'd be bombing them, talking about how we're going to bring them closer to democracy. But instead, they abduct this young woman, ship her across the country, and put her in an ICE detention center. This is fascism. Full-on, full-blown authoritarianism is what we are witnessing right now. They picked this student up while wearing masks, did not identify themselves, and then threw her in the back of a van. How long till they come for something that you care about? You want to speak out against a corporation? Yeah, you're getting abducted. Oh, you don't like the way the government is acting? Well, you better not speak out because you're getting abducted. You might be thinking to yourself, that's exaggeration. That's not going to happen. We are on our way. These abductions that we are witnessing are going to increase. And if you think, well, she supports Hamas, nothing that she wrote about said anything about Hamas. But what it did have was being against genocide and directly saying that Israel is committing genocide. And even if you don't agree with that, people should still be allowed to say it.
You're being lied to, bamboozled. These mobs wearing masks, taking people from their home, that's not law. That's a scare tactic. 85% of deportations are people pressured to sign papers to leave by choice. These little weasels made sure that you can stay there forever because immigration detention is civil, not criminal. Detention is a big business. These random facilities, they are owned by Zayo Corporation BlackRock. Deporting folks has always been used as a way to gaslight you from the fact that the economy is the 30s during the Great Depression was the mass Mexican repatriation needed to cut welfare budget. ICE mob is not a theory. They have programs to get cops to share their databases, secret deals with companies like Palantir to surveil you. Legal immigration seems like something that's so natural, but not even 100 years ago, it didn't exist. Even until the 60s, there were programs to get people from Mexico to come and work. But then the white supremacists, rebranded as the think tank, started to create these BS research on immigration costs, blah blah blah, for one reason: turn essential workers to illegals so they can take advantage of them. I mean, we gotta replace the slaves in plantations, right?
Human beings want to survive. Every creature wants to survive. We have a biological imperative for survival. But pretty much every species but humans views that survival on a larger, broader, species-wide scale. And it is only our intellect, our consciousness, that allows us to think quite erroneously that our survival is individual. That as long as I personally survive, I am fulfilling my obligation. And it stops us from understanding that that individualist thinking is what dooms us. And I've been thinking about that a lot, what it means to cut yourself off from the ever real truth, which is that we are communal creatures. We are very soft, vulnerable creatures with very long infancies and childhoods. We are built to need other people. We are built to defend each other, to care for each other, to gather food together, to build resources together. And we've convinced ourselves that we're not. And this is something that I've been focusing on so much of my work, is to get us to understand the reality, which is that we have to think collectively and communally. We have to recognize all of our individual strengths as things that are worthy to our collective survival. And we have to understand that everywhere in which we've been successful in our movements, it's when we've been able to understand that individual survival isn't the goal. Collective survival is the goal. Collective progress is the goal. And so I have been thinking about this a lot, but the thing that's been getting to me right now, as we're seeing all of this really early capitulation to this administration on behalf of all of these systems, all of these services, even organizations that have always claimed to serve the collective, is that capitalism And this kind of capitalistic individualism has even our organizations, even our movements, viewing their survival as individual. And we literally have entities that are supposed to exist only to serve the collective, saying it is more important that we survive as an entity than the people we serve. It's fucking wild, man. Wild times. Like, this individualism is infecting everything, and it is killing us.
Hi. After 711 days, Khartoum, the capital city of Sudan, is officially RSF free. Weeks of intense battles have culminated in, to quote Sudanese journalist Mohamed Hashim, the spectacular collapse of the RSF in Khartoum. This announcement coincides with a similar one, that of the RSF's complete removal from Jazeera state. The general feeling, both on the ground and off, is one of great joy and immense relief. And the footage out of Khartoum today is proof. Over the last 2 years, the residents of Khartoum have lived through unspeakable horror and unbearable suffering under the RSF.
الحمد لله صبرنا ولله الجيش من داخل الخرطوم منطقة جريف غرب الجيش دخل الحمد لله يا جماعة الحمد لله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله يا شهاب الله أكبر يا ولد
أنا في بري الآن منتصف بري من بعد 25 هو 25 رمضان الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أبشر يا حاج أبشر أبشر والله أبشر أبشر الله أكبر.
That being said, the war is far from over. While the city of Khartoum may be free, the rest of the state remains a battlefield. And the immense relief in Khartoum contrasts with the immense sorrow in Turra, a village in North Darfur where 2 days ago a SAF airstrike claimed hundreds of civilian casualties. There is the continuing brutal siege on Al-Fashir, and the fact that there are millions of Sudanese civilians still trapped, hostages of the RSF across Darfur and Kordofan. We feel immense joy for Khartoum today, but it's not over. Because Sudan is not free until we are all free.
Pierre Poilievre is promising to let big polluters like oil and gas companies off the hook for doing their fair share to fight climate change, while regular people like you and me are left to pay the costs in the form of higher grocery prices and stronger wildfires, floods, and storms. This kind of sounds familiar. Do you know who else is trying to let big polluters off the hook? None other than Donald Trump.
I do favors for all. I just like helping people. I help a lot of people.
Poilievre is saying his plan is in response to tariffs, but his top advisor was saying they'd kill the industrial carbon tax 6 months ago, which is long before Trump's trade war was a thing. Really, this has nothing to do with tariffs or making life more affordable. It's all about helping out his friends and backers in the oil and gas industry.
Why are you the way that you are?
And it's truly a terrible idea. According to the Canadian Climate Institute, making big polluters pay for pollution has been and will continue to be the main driver of greenhouse gas emission reductions, much bigger than the consumer carbon tax that was just eliminated. These companies already get big breaks. Under the federal system, big polluters receive between 80 and 95% of their emission credits for free in order to preserve competitiveness. And if we want to break our dependence on the US and access markets like the European Union, then we need to be selling the low carbon goods that they want to buy. Don't be fooled. Poilievre is protecting polluters and betraying people.
Okay, let's start another one. Let's see. There's something about recent, like on Sunday, I think they announced the politics or something like that, the elections or something like that, like pretty fast. And obviously, these conservatives are filthy as fuck. Okay, I honestly, I know I don't want to, like, you guys are grown adults and you know what to do. But anyone who is supporting disgusting Cheeto right now, you should not. Okay? And also liberals taking the carbon tax. I wrote that about in my blog and I researched it about it. You can Google it if you like. But really? Going against climate change? And you're supposed to be a liberal? Why? Which company, fossil fuel, is paying you for doing that? That means you're corrupt. Not talking about genocide in Palestine, Congo, Sudan, not trying to stop that? Why are you trusting that? A lot of you, we need new leaders. We need I don't know. Something about celebrity, okay? Shine like the star that you are. For some of you, that's what they want you to be doing. Go talk. Let go of that fear. A lot of you guys have multiple talents. Go make music. Go make art. Go make... recently I haven't been talking about it, but I have my website has all my merchandise that I design myself, and all proceeds are going to humanitarian aid. For right now, if you look at my link tree, there's 2 ones that I am gonna be focusing on, that I'm going to be donating. So anybody who purchase any shirts or any of my merchandise, it goes to that. So help me out with that. That would be nice. Don't require much, you know. You can also, if you're not able to, just share the blog. Share this, okay? Put it in your repo. Save it. I don't know. Put it on your stories, okay? But a lot of us, we need to be doing whatever we can to help people. Also, there's someone with a disability right now that I just put in the link tree. He's Anas. He's literally, you know, like, he needs a wheelchair. He can't, like, they have to displace his family and himself, and he has like ulcers and stuff like that. Like, can you please help? And if you can donate his chair, his petition, okay, it's gonna be in my link tree in my bio, okay? Thank you. Something about elevator. Yeah, so a lot of you, Father God says, rise above, okay? The fear, the doubt, the constant threats, and trust me, that means you're in the fight, okay? Yes, happiness. Something about like, they don't want to see you guys happy or something like that. Like, they want to, like, these people are obsessed with watching you guys struggle and trauma and stuff like that. Like, it's really weird. Like, it makes them happy. Like, how miserable and disgusting you gotta be, you know? I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right side, on the right path, okay? See? And then honesty comes in reverse. So a lot of people are happy, like, fake happy. Well, yeah, like, you must be the most miserable person if you're staying silent and not or ignorant, and you know what's going on. A lot of you know what's going on. It's just like you're too comfortable and you're scared of what? Losing what? Watch all those people who have lost everything and they're still asking us for help. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So that too, another thing, it's an energy of like, because the truth is so intense, they are saying that because it makes them uncomfortable and it makes them look bad, like I said in the other videos, they're saying like, oh, you're a liar, you're lying, like, you know, but it's like, you're lying to yourself, right? Because eventually you'll see that you're just embarrassing and making a fool out of yourself at the end of the day. Yeah. A lot of you, Father God, celebrate yourself, celebrate how far you've come. And also, there's a celebration in the spiritual realm where he's going after everyone. There is a vindication right now. I know that I'm never alone, okay? That's the energy as well. Like, a lot of you, if you feel like you're alone or that you're doing advocate and doing all these things by yourself, you're not, okay? Okay, what else do they need to know? And please like, comment, and share, okay? And all content creators, I also add most of these videos on my broadcast on the channel on IG as well, okay? Yeah. So a lot of you, it's this, these people of authority, this patriarchy, misogyny, and stuff like that. Like, a lot of you, you're exposing a lot of things in the light, okay? That's what you're supposed to, exactly. You're exposed, and you see how it hides behind the light, right? But a lot of you, it's like you are the light, okay? Especially in places of authority, okay? A lot of you have that authority. Father God has given you the authority to expose this deception and envy. You see, like, these people wear masks, you know? And as soon as you reveal it, they're like, shut the fuck up, bitch, right? No, bitch, you shut the fuck up. And stop doing evil, crappy stuff. Positive movement forward, okay? A lot of you, it's like, there's like this withdrawn and then back at it, withdrawn back at it. It's normal, okay? Especially when you're working on throat chakra or speaking up, okay? Exactly, movement, choices, and decisions. Like, this is what a lot of you needs to be activated, but together, okay? This feels like mutual aid and helping each other and stuff like that. there is going to be recognition and reward, but don't do it because you want that. That's the point of like decolonization and letting go of this energy, is because of that. Okay, as Brother God says, choose wisely, especially your new beginnings. They're coming up, so that's why use your discernment. Okay, there is a lot of transformation right now, where a lot of people are going through transformation. Okay. And yeah, some people are going to feel emotional loss because they decided to do things that they shouldn't be doing. Okay, a lot of you're building the spiritual strength, okay, or focus on spiritual strength right now, especially if you're feeling some type of way, okay, especially during right now, Ramadan, or if you're fasting during this time, okay, that's good. You're building a spiritual strength, a spiritual muscle, rather than the physical, right? But also focus on the physical too. Do your walking, drink your waters, do some exercise. See, I'm telling you, but I need to do that too, Exactly. Don't lose hope, okay? Don't lose hope. One thing that you need to understand is that Father God, he will never give you guys what you cannot handle, okay? Don't lose hope. And trust me, the oppressors and colonizers and fucked up people, that's what they feel. That's what they do. That's what they invest all this money in bombings and stuff like that, and butchering and killing people. Like, they're disgusting. And on top of it all, they expect you guys to not go against them and to think that there's something wrong with you because you think that it's like they're trying to change the way that a lot of us are thinking, or how we watching or witnessing the truth, how it should make us feel, or how should we react to those things, other than like trying to change those things and say like, condemn those things and bring justice and clarity, because that's what we should be doing. Okay, just do that. Okay, and don't lose hope. Exactly. The universe, God, is right behind you, actually right in front of you. You just have to meet it there. Our soul, it's always aligned with souls. It's our physical that needs to meet it there, which is why taking time to work on yourself and heal and educate yourself, connect with other communities, mutual aid communities, organize, okay, okay, divest, continue the boycotting, okay, that helps, okay, exactly. Especially it helps the foundation, or this is what they're trying to attack. All right, there's gonna be something that it was imbalanced, is gonna be balanced, okay, especially visions or things that you're supposed to be seeing right now. Okay, there's gonna be good community consolidation or reconciliation or partnership, or okay, conscious partnership, okay, especially those people who take time to go within, study and work on themselves alone and be okay alone, and then able to be with others and stuff like that. We're meant to be with community. We're not meant to be individualistic and alone. And also, if you see someone in trouble or something is happening, be advocating for those people. Don't stay silent. Anyways, there's something about not staying silent, especially when stuff is going on about, injustices towards women and stuff like that. Yeah, especially their confidence, okay? These people are mentally confident. Doesn't that look like someone we know who is an asshole? Doesn't it? A bitch ass. Yeah, a lot of you're going to bring a lot of harmony, especially when you're exposed to truth. So continue doing that, okay? Yes, patient and planning, organizing, okay? Yeah, there's something about the shadow, okay? It is revealed. It is revealed, okay? So, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, and free all the oppressed people. And I'll see you in the next one.
Where the apartheid state that's currently carrying out a genocide for over 16 months now operates out of New York City at 800 2nd Avenue. They have massacred 208 journalists. They specifically target them. They are systematically sexually abusing and torturing women and men. They have killed over 1,000 healthcare workers, buried children alive. They systematically target children. And of course, they have the fucking NYPD right outside. Baby killers. Baby killers. Can you please get away from me? Personal space. I don't give a shit. Take a picture. Take a picture of me. Take a picture of me. Excuse me. NYPD. This strange man. This strange man keeps standing very close to me. Hello. Hi. You don't need to touch me. Yes.
Just keep your voice down a little bit.
Why?
Okay.
These strange men keep getting close to me. That's why I'm yelling.
That's why we're here.
Okay, thank you.
Constitutional rights. Just keep your voice down a little bit. Okay.
Keep my voice down. Have you seen the news? Have you seen what they're doing? I just want this strange man to stay away from me.
Okay.
That's my constitutional right. Is he even an American citizen? If you're so ashamed that you want to hide the signs, maybe you guys should just stop fucking doing it. So on the Google Maps it says they're closed, aside from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's a lie. They are most definitely open. How many fucking cops they have for me, little old me. I've never killed anyone in my life. Now we have the counterterrorism unit pulling up. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm against genocide. Fucking dox me. That's why DNA tests are illegal in so-called Israel, because they're all European. You're just as white as I am. Torturing and murdering doctors. Stop targeting American doctors. You're trying to kill American doctors. Do you see how, like, wherever I walk, this guy follows me? You're fucking creepy. Like, I know a rapist when I see one.
It's safe to say these guys were in the IOF, am I right? Yeah? They were probably so shitty to send.
How many children have you killed? Heard it here first. 800 2nd Avenue. Terror cell.
Oh, listen to your master. Listen to your master. Yalla, go inside. Go inside. Yalla, go inside. Oh, hey. Listen to your master, bitch. Listen to him. Listen to him. Go inside. Go inside. Yalla. Let me close the door for you. Hey, fuck it.
I'm crying.
How are we going to manage these protesters?
Oh my god, we're so scary. Oh my god, we're so scary. We're asking them to stop killing babies. We're so scary. They can't handle being asked to stop killing babies.
Friends, I've been marching, yelling, advocating my entire life, and the only thing that will make me stop is liberation or death. In the past 18 months, I've met so many people new to the struggle, many frustrated. Why aren't we marching every day? Why haven't the politicians moved? Why hasn't the world changed yet? My friends, we are fighting an empire, a system built on oppression, designed to marginalize, divide, and exploit. And this is why the struggle for Palestine is so important. If you are frustrated after 18 months, imagine how I feel after 55 years, or the others that have almost a century of resistance. Yet I find strength every day in this. Palestinians have fought this system for over 100 years, never giving up, never conquered, never broken. And because of that unbreakable will, change will come. I don't know when, but I know we will win. This is not a game on your phone. There's no flashing light, no jingle, no dopamine hit to tell you that you're making progress. This is hardcore activism. We are fighting a genocidal, blood-curdlingly evil enemy, backed by every power in the West. But do not feel powerless. We've made massive inroads at every level of society. There's no going back to normal for Israel. That illusion Israel enjoyed is shattered forever. We must keep evolving, adapting, escalating. Our protests fuel us, but they alone will not dismantle Zionism. So we must do more. Keep thinking, keep strategizing, keep boycotting, keep disrupting, keep teaching. Keep Palestine alive in every part of your life. A sticker on your car, your keffiyeh, a pin, a lanyard, a word in every conversation. Never be silent. Never allow them to erase us. Palestinians will never give up, and neither must we. Together we will free Palestine from the river to the sea.